What's going on, guys? Today I'm doing an update video on my mini track loader from NORTRAC, the MD25. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on another video. Today, like I said, I'm doing an update video on mini track loader. I'm going to show you the hours here. We are at 56.1. Had this since it was brand new. And I'm just going to go over the few things I have done to it. I'm not going to really get into my opinion. Because I do commercial work. A lot of these units are going to be sold for residential stuff, you know, just use around the house. But yeah, there she is. I had it since she was brand new. I guess I will start on the outside of the unit. First thing, I went with the mini grapple. This grapple is from Titan Equipment. Runs about, I believe it was about 400 bucks, 450. It was on sale. I am using that. Basically nothing really here except my LED lights, which I have on the front, side, and on the back. Also, mini storage. I did post a video on this. As you could see, now I can utilize the whole thing. There was a false bottom here. A lot of the room wasn't utilized, so that was modified on that. Okay, moving on here on the back side of the unit. I did install myself a little radio here, which is waterproof. Don't have to do it, but it is very handy. Cup holder right here. Very, very useful. Using this machine in Florida, it is very hot. Very, very hot. A lot of heat comes up from these holes here. Bottom of the feet. You definitely do feel it. If this was up north in the wintertime, would be great. Let me come down here. This was another modification here. When these units, when you purchase them, this is a fixed platform, which is flat here. Does not come with the springs. If you have bad knees, back, you're going to have to modify it, do something, because it is rigid. It's actually welded, so whatever the machine does, your whole body does. This padding sucks. Doesn't do anything, so I did modify that. So, gives me a little cushion here. Okay, so we're going to move on to the machine. Okay, so I'm here on the side of the machine. So the machine runs hot. It runs hot. What I ended up doing is removing the thermostat. The Perkins is running without a thermostat right now. Even without the thermostat, machine still runs hot. I am in Florida. If you were up north, you know, northern states, maybe in the fall, you might need a thermostat. I am 99% sure I'm not going to need a thermostat in Florida, so the thermostat is gone. Also, these vents, there's vents that come on this machine that cover this up. Removed it, both sides, so it gets better airflow. What's happening with that little diesel motor inside of that unit is just not enough air moving around. It's not staying cool at all. Again, keep in mind, I am in Florida, so these little vents did come off both sides. I'm not running them at all. I might be installing an auxiliary fan underneath my hood. Right here on the back side of this, mounted to this, a little auxiliary fan on a switch to try to push some of the heat out. Because even though I'm not running a thermostat, I'm still running hot. Muffler. Okay, this right here came out. There's a huge muffler here, which is mounted to this machine. Here's a problem. What happened is the motor, even though it's got oh Jesus Christ, I can't even think. even if it's mounted, even with the motor mounts, the rubber motor mounts, the motor, it is vibrating. And what happened is this flex pipe right here, I had to put some tape on there because I noticed the machine was making a noise. And what happened is the flex pipe started cracking because the motor is vibrating and the muffler was actually mounted to the frame. So the muffler wasn't moving, but the motor was moving, and it cracked my whole flex pipe there. I could have replaced it, kept the muffler, but the issue would have continued. So what I'm doing now is I completely removed the muffler, and even with the muffler removed, starting it up, it's only a few decibels louder. I was surprised. I thought the muffler was really making it quiet, but it's not. There's not a huge difference in noise. There's a little bit more of a growl sound, you know, but nothing really noticeable. So I'm going to be running a straight pipe, and hopefully also it keeps the motor cool with keeping exhaust gas temperatures down, because it's just going to dump out. I'm going to put a little tip on it to stick out here, and that's how I'm going to run it without the muffler, because like I said, it's just running hot. There is times on the jobs where I actually have to stop the unit, pop the hood open, and let the unit cool down because I just don't want to overheat it. The compartment is just way too small for the unit. There's just not enough airflow, and it's not keeping the engine cool. And that's about it. 50 hours on it. I am happy. My final thoughts on the machine: this is definitely a homeowner's unit. This is not a commercial rated unit. It is doing commercial work for me, but there's just too many mods you have to do. This is great for your weekend warrior. You want something around the house, move some trailers around, you know, pick up some brush. Hey, great little unit. Commercial wise, everyday use, that's a iffy. Like I said, I am using it, but I am running into a lot of modifications to get it like I want it, and be able to use it every day. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos. Any questions about the machine, let me know. I'll try to get back to them ASAP. But so far, that's about it. That's all I done. The Perkins diesel runs great. Yeah. So questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll post a video of this unit doing a little bit of work, because we're going into firewood splitting season, so I'm going to be using it to load firewood and move some logs around. And you guys have a good one. See you.